Following on from last week's vlog where we spoke about goal setting, this time we're going to address the gaps that you might identify between you actually achieving those goals and where you are now. And so we tend to break the steps down into 3 categories. We look at things that you need to do with your body, things to do with your mind, and then finally strategies, business strategies, career strategies, which are really the final piece of the puzzle. And so under the Limitless brand, what we've done is created a number of different products and services specifically designed to get people from A to B. So firstly, we work with them to actually create this vision, and then secondly, we work with them to create a series of steps which close any gaps that they may have in terms of experience, confidence, knowledge, so that they can actually make their career goals a reality. We have a couple of books under our First Job series. Now, although it refers to first job, actually those books are packed with 100 hints and tips, which are not just enabling you to get your first job, they're very useful as well for anybody who wants to start again. There are others who really want to do this online. Maybe they're not used to reading books, maybe they just don't like reading, and they prefer to get online when they're on their own at a time they choose and to learn there. And that's where our online program, Your Body Means Business, comes into its own, because that addresses a number of different aspects of self-development, body, mind and business strategies. And as I say, it's available for you whenever you want online. For those that want face-to-face and feel that they just need that bit more of a bespoke solution, they want one-to-one tuition, they want someone to explain it to them, then we have the Traineeship Programs that we run in a number of our different offices at Middleton Murray, and those are 6-week programs where people come to us for a full solid 6 weeks, and they go through the whole visualization, goal setting process, right to the point where they have all of the things in place, all the soft skills and the hard skills to be able to go into their ideal job, and we actually place them into that ideal job as well. And finally, we have a series of careers clinics that we run all around the country, and that's for individuals who tend to maybe be a bit further along in their career. Maybe they now want to start again in a completely different field, or maybe it could be something like a mum returner, wants to get back in the marketplace having been off for a while. And so we run these careers clinics in things like accountancy, law. For those maybe that don't have English as their first language, we run that. We bring people up to speed with their maths and English if they're a bit rusty there. So there's a whole variety of things that we cover in these careers clinics. A few quick tips then to help you close the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. I'd like to break them down, as I said, between mind, body and business. Let's take mind. Number 1, meditation. Now, I know that a lot of people find that a bit alien still, but if you actually look at the most successful people in business in the world and ask them what their top tips are, they will include meditation. So in order to get a strong mind, meditation will really help. Second tip for your mind is sleep. Now, I know that we talk about sleep for body as well, but honestly, we don't know the full detail of what goes on when we sleep. What we do know, and there's some great books, for example, the book that says Why We Sleep, which will explain that all of us have 3 deep sleep cycles per night. And during that time, we go into a very, very deep sleep where our mind sort of catalogues everything that's gone on in the day and really sets us up to think more clearly the following day. So sleep actually covers both mind and body, but if you're thinking, you feel overwhelmed or whatever, prioritize your sleep. Third top tip for having a strong mind is allocating some time in your diary to do regular reviews and planning. Very often I see people sort of turning up to start their day and they plough straight into their workload. And you sort of ask them, what they've got planned for the day, and they just say they're really, really busy, but they actually can't tell you what they're planning to do. Do that planning and preparation up front. Spending that couple of hours, first of all, reviewing the day and what you did and didn't get done, how you felt, how you want to move forward the next day, and then planning your slots. And I have very, very strict slots for the day. Again, it prevents you from overwhelm, it makes you feel in control, it makes you feel productive, and all of that contributes to you having a strong mindset. Top tips for a strong body. Firstly, as you know, I would say sleep, but we've already mentioned that with mind. The second one is to move your body. That doesn't need to be complicated. Many of you know that I go to the gym a lot, but you don't have to. When we say move, we just mean walk. We mean steps. 10,000 steps a day is my top tip, really, if you're starting any type of fitness regime and you're starting any type of strengthening of your body. Start with your steps. For those of us lucky enough to be able to walk 10,000 steps is well within our capability, and to measure it, use the health app on your iPhone, and it's available on Android as well. Just download that and it will count the steps for you. Another top tip for strengthening your body is to think about the fuel that you're putting into it. It sounds very obvious, but many people, when they're on the go and they're rushing, they just reach for the first thing, and that tends to have sugar and carbs in it because what our brain knows is that's going to give us energy. Just think about what you're actually fueling your body with. Make sure you have enough. Go for calories, go for protein, and then the rest of the calories can be made up with fats and carbs, however you like. But that's how I would start in terms of your nutrition. Think about a car. The better quality fuel that goes in it, the better it will run. Top tips for business. First thing I would say is have some growth goals. Now that would apply whether you are employed or whether you are the employer and you have your own business. So often I ask small business owners what their growth goals are, and they look at me blankly. They've not really thought about where they want to take the business. It's really just a question of surviving, and I see that the same as well when people are in actually a job and they're maybe not happy, and I ask them what they want to achieve next, and they actually don't know. So being clear on your goals and your growth goals is so critical. Okay, so once you've set your goals, another thing in business is to identify now who is your target audience. So if you are looking for a new job, where could that new job be? What type of companies? How many of those companies exist? Where are they? And then the next level down would be who are the individuals, who are the hiring individuals, the sort of people that you now need to network online with. Connect with them on LinkedIn, follow them on Twitter. If they're on Instagram, follow them there and get to know them, start to engage with them. If you are actually building your business, then you have to do the same thing, but thinking about your clients. So my final tip would be do something today. Don't waste time. Don't write a list and then put it away and think that you'll do it next month when you're less busy, or don't think that you'll look at it in 2019 when everyone sets their goals and starts to put a plan together. Do it now. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can do something now. If you are really thinking that you want to change your job, get that CV finalised and start today. There's nothing like today. It doesn't have to be perfect. Things never are. The situation that you're in is never perfect, and your CV and your health regime and everything else will never be perfect. So start today, move yourself forward, and review your progress every single day in the morning, and you'll be amazed the progress you can make very quickly.
So I've attended the classes at LIMITLESS, which prepped me for my exam, as well as all the assignments that I've been doing. In those classes, you kind of get advice and tips on what you should do in your current role, which has kind of helped me to understand what I'm doing even more. I definitely felt motivated, especially working with one of my senior advisors here. He kind of gives me tips. He always has like a card on his front desk which would have like a target that he needs to reach, and that obviously motivates me even more. So that's probably something I would start doing when I'm kind of like feeling more. Even in the office is very positive. Everyone that I work with is very friendly, and that helps you to kind of come back to work and think, okay, I'm ready for this day. You're not going to dread it. Being more organised. I was not as organised before, but now I'm just like a calendar addict where I need everything on my calendar. Time management as well. So I wasn't very good at time management, but now I've massively improved on time management. And communication.
So in summary, there is so much that I could tell you about how to get from A to B, how to firstly put your vision together, and secondly to make it a reality. We've seen time and time again, I've seen it in my own life and all of those around me, that you can make things happen that you really wouldn't think today would be possible. But in order to do that, you've got to address a whole number of things in your life, and we cover all of those in our programs under the Limitless Life Strategies brands through Middle to Murray, Your Body Means Business, the First Job series, and the I Want to Be A podcast. So please have a look at all of those. If you want more detail, please click on the link below, and that's where you will find it.